I really like two of these games. I'm so-so on one of them, and I have no idea what to think about the other two. What's happening, party people? Welcome to Punchboard Party. My name is Daniel, and sometimes I just really like to talk about the games that I've been playing lately. I finally got Ganz Schon Clever to the table. Maybe I was tired, maybe I missed something, maybe it was overhyped, but just something about Ganz Schon Clever just kind of left me bored. You roll dice, choose one, any dice of lower value than the dice you chose get put into a common pool, then you re-roll 2 more times, choosing another dice each time. The dice you choose activate spots on your player sheet, so you scratch them off. Often you're looking for higher die values, so there's the tension. But it has no theme, nothing to suck me in. If you like Sudoku though, I think it'll work for you. Nidavellir I really like. The basic turn structure is really fun. Basically you bid for turn order in order to draft from 3 different card rows, and you're either trying to collect the same type of card a lot in order to gain a lot of points or end of round bonuses, or you try and go after a bunch of different types of the cards so that you can recruit super dwarves to your team. The tension in the bid and the draft is so much fun, and then to be able to experience that same tension again and again as the game goes by is just such a trip. So this next one I expected to like a lot more than I did. My heart actually sank after we played this game, and it didn't help that Father Greg nearly doubled my score.
A new high score!
What does high score mean? New high score, is that bad?
Aquatica is a little tricky to describe. Basically, you're selecting actions by playing cards from your hand that allow you to conquer or buy locations, maybe reset manta rays that you use to do bonus actions earlier in a round. You can even gain new character cards into your hand to use in future turns. The main attraction in this game are the locations and the player board that you slide these locations into, and as you slide them up, you actually activate more bonus actions that allow you to acquire even more territories to add to your location board and kind of combo and synergize as you're sliding these cards up, hopefully activating a whole lot of goodness. I just got stuck.
I'm in a glass case of emotion!
All of my location slots were full, nothing was synergizing at all. It was a real slog. I think I know now how to play this game better and play it smoother, and so I have high hopes for this game in the future. But just so you know, this might have a bit of a learning curve for you when you first play. Oh man, Whistle Mountain took a long time to get to the table. This box is just chock full of stuff. Gear components, tiles, polyomino tiles, cards, really cool blimp wooden thingies that are just fun to play with. This is a neat worker placement tile laying game that sounds way cooler than it actually is. Basically, you're sending your airships out on different workers placement spaces around the board. Those spaces around the board are your typical worker placement style spaces in most worker placement games, but then in the center of the board there's a bunch of scaffolding, and you can place your airship next to some scaffolding or on or next to these machines, and your airship activates all adjacent scaffolding spaces and machines. I just found that even if you found a really great spot, the machines that you activated, the upgrades you got to use, the resources that you got to collect on any given turn just seemed underwhelming compared to what the game seemed to promise. I think there's a lot of synergy to exploit here, so I do want to play it again. I just don't know how soon.
No, not the birdie boiler!
Trails of Tucana is pure fire. If you're primarily playing games with family or non-gamer friends and you don't have this game bombing around your house, I urge you to try it out.
You gotta try this pole!
This is a flip and write game where you're trying to connect different artifacts to different port spaces on your map, while at the same time trying to connect the same letters that are across the map from one another, like A to A or B to B or C to C, that kind of thing. Each turn 2 cards are flipped that indicate different terrain types, and you can draw a connection between those 2 terrain types anywhere on your map as long as those two spaces are already adjacent to each other. This keeps happening till you have a web of lines all over your map and hopefully a lot of victory points. I gotta tell ya, I suck at this game, but I have a blast every time I bust it out. There you have it, party people, 5 quick board game reviews. Let me know what games you've been playing down below in the comments. I always love to hear from you. And if you are enjoying my content, please give a subscribe, give a thumbs up. And until next time, party people, have the best day.